In a 19-minute national address, President Donald Trump described the U.S. military campaign against Iran as a decisive, overwhelming victory.
Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces have been extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion.
He said the United States was very close to finishing the job, warning that Iran would face even heavier strikes in the coming weeks.
And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank.
But the speech quickly triggered a wave of criticism from Democratic leaders in Washington, who say the war has already become deadly, costly, and strategically unclear. Democratic National Committee Chairman Ken Martin said Trump's address failed to explain why the United States entered the conflict in the first place. Martin accused the administration of dragging Americans into what he called a war of choice that has already killed U.S. service members and injured hundreds more. He also pointed to the economic impact of the conflict. According to Martin, the average price of gasoline in the United States has now reached $4 per gallon, marking one of the sharpest monthly increases on record. He said the administration and the Vice President J.D. Vance has already spent around $25 billion on the war. Martin argued that the same amount could have funded healthcare for millions of Americans or food assistance for tens of millions of children. Democrats also cited economic concern. They pointed to reports suggesting the war is costing the U.S. economy around 10,000 jobs per month. While pushing energy prices, other Democratic lawmakers also questioned the president's messaging. Congressman Jim Hims, the ranking Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, noted that oil price rose by $5 per barrel and stock futures dropped about 1% shortly after Trump's speech ended. Hims said the address raised more questions than answers.
Shortly, very shortly, we're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
Meanwhile, Congresswoman Yasmin Ansari criticized Trump's comment about sending Iran to Stone Age, calling the remarks vile and horrifying. She pointed out that the president was referring to a country of nearly 90 million people. Another Democratic lawmaker, Representative Lloyd Doggett, said Trump's speech was filled with misleading claims. Doggett specifically criticized the president's assertion that there is no inflation in the United States, saying Americans could judge that claim themselves when they shop. Even before the speech, senior Democrat had urged the White House to change course. Lawmakers including Adam Smith, one of the House Armed Services Committee, and Gregory Meeks of the House Foreign Affairs Committee had called on Trump to announce an immediate ceasefire and pursue diplomacy with Iran. In a joint statement, they said the administration was no close to achieving its ill-defined goals. Democrats also highlighted the human cost of the conflict. According to congressional estimate, the war has killed 13 U.S. members, injured hundreds more, and caused thousands of Iranian civilian casualties, including more than 150 schoolgirls, according to lawmakers. They warned that the conflict is also destabilizing the wider Middle East and disrupting global trade. Reduced flows of the key commodities, including oil, fertilizers, and helium, are already affecting the global economy. Democratic leaders say the United States risks being drawn into another long and unwinnable war unless diplomacy is prioritized. For now, the debate in Washington reflects a widening political divide over the war and over the cost Americans may ultimately bear.